All right, welcome to another edition, episode 4 of the Coach Bozz Show. By the way, I got a surprise for you coming in a few weeks, probably after Thanksgiving break. So, Coach, how are you today?
Good. We're good, Bobby. Back from San Fran, trying to get back on East Coast time. Just finished up practice. Kids are doing some shooting in the back. We'll grab our captain in a few minutes, but things are good.
Very good, very good. So, how was the trip? Tell us how the trip was.
Trip was great. Bob Basso and his wonderful wife hosted us, and they did a great job with organizing a couple great events. We had some other um, prominent boosters also help out, so we're thankful for all of that. And we just enjoyed ourselves and had a great time.
How many boosters are there in California? Are there a lot of alum?
We had for one game we had close to 30 people, so it was good. It was a nice showing. We had a great event. Our vice president John Papsinoros went out, and it was great. Maggie from Advancement went out, so we were really happy with our crowd and our people and the events that they hosted. It was wonderful, and again, so much thanks to all the alumni, especially Bob and his wife.
So, did your wife and daughter have a good time? And I saw them
Yeah,
behind the,
yeah. My
behind the
wife
bench the
and
one
daughter
game.
and son. My son flew out there and he met us, so it was great. So no, we had a really nice time. I thought the kids played very well. They, take basketball very seriously, and we beat two solid basketball teams.
So, did you get what you expected from the trip itself, as far as a both from a play standpoint and from a camaraderie standpoint? Did you get what you expected?
I did, and led by our two captains, Jada and Savannah, do a wonderful job leading the team, and you know, it was well done. I was really happy for the girls that they played well. They all got to play, and we did a lot of good things. Now there's a lot of things we got to get better at and we got to improve on, but we're getting there day by day, and we know we have a huge challenge ahead of us Thursday with a team from the Atlantic 10.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I lost Coach there for a second. I'm sure he'll join us in a few moments. Coming live from Walsh Gym there. Here he is.
For a second.
All right, we
Yeah,
got you.
he's fine. Yeah.
So, Coach,
Sorry.
I was mentioning, you mentioned you got Fordham, big game Thursday night.
Yeah,
Uh,
we need our fans. It's gonna be a big game. It's a rivalry, local rivalry. Fordham plays very aggressive and tough. They have a tremendous guard in Alexis Black that averages close to 20 points per game, and some other really solid basketball players.
in fact, I noticed they got some votes in the AP Top 25 this week, too.
Who we did?
I think Fordham and Princeton.
Yeah, Princeton, not Fordham. No, no, no.
Was that
I don't
Fordham?
think. No, it definitely wasn't Fordham, but Princeton for
Somebody.
sure. Maybe even Columbia.
I'm sorry, I might have read it wrong. 'Cause I look every week now. Now that we're a Sunday
Yeah.
program, I look every week.
Yeah. Yeah, one day. But for us, we just want to focus on what's ahead of us and win the game that we have next. And it's going to be a great challenge Thursday. They get the ball up and down the floor. They're very aggressive. I'm concerned that we handle their aggressiveness. I really am.
So, Coach, real quick, we mentioned this last week during our show. Now, looking at your upcoming schedule, it is so bizarre. You waited a while. You went out west. Now you're back home. You got Fordham on Thursday. Then you have Thanksgiving break. You go at Princeton, who you said got a few votes in top 25, and then all of a sudden, bam! It's your Big East season begins.
Forget it. Once we get through this game, we'll get a little rest. We'll work on a couple of things. We're done with practice basically for the year. I told the kids, for the calendar year because we play Princeton on Tuesday. Then we go to home Butler Thursday, at North Carolina State Sunday, come back, play home Columbia. Then, a couple of days off. Then we have obviously still Washington, Auburn, then Washington State. Like, it's a lot, but listen, it is what it is. The kids are worked hard. We got a bunch still shooting here. We're going to get through this and we play. And that's where our depth has to come into play. And hopefully it does. Scheduling is very difficult. I do it myself and it's hard. We got screwed up because we had a TV game that Fox really hurt us with by pulling out on. I'm very disappointed in Fox for that, but we got to play with what we got. So we rescheduled. We got Columbia in there, which is a really hard game, and we'll go from there.
Coach, how about a few comments on your recruiting class that was announced while you're away?
Yeah. I appreciate that, Bobby. We're really excited with the recruiting class. We got two great guards in Ari and Giselle, and three great forwards in Kennedy, Inie, and Shamira. So, like, we really feel we hit a home run with this class. I know all the coaches say the same thing, but I don't say what I don't believe. These five kids can all have a chance to contribute right away on a team that's going to be very, very good. But we're excited for these kids. They work hard. They're great representatives of their high schools and will be great representatives of our college. They're going to be good.
So how do you and Coach Cassandra, how do you get out there with your tentacles? How do you reach over to Las Vegas? And how do you get down to Mexico to find these players?
Didi and Cassandra do a great job, wonderfully to start us off, and then Jose and Pete and Shakina are also involved. They just work hard. They have a lot. We have a lot of connections. Every kid's uniquely different in the recruiting process. NEA we worked on for a long time. We had the girls developed a great relationship, especially Didi with her. My ex assistant had known her AAU coach for, quite well. So that helped us. Lauren DeFalco helped us with that. So that was a lot. And the girls really, Dee and Cassandra really made great inroads. Shamira, Cassandra really liked from the beginning and developed a strong relationship. Jose developed a strong relationship with Ari. That was great. Giselle, we all loved because she's a point guard and we have point guards on our roster. And Kennedy, honestly, we got an email from her AAU coach saying, listen, I got a kid here that you guys should look at, blah, blah, blah. So the staff all looked at her and we brought her out the following week and we really liked her. We loved her family. We loved her. She's 6'5". We feel she's got a lot of upside. So all five kids bring something to the table. Like Shamira, she led all of EYBL, the Nike circuit, and block shots. I mean, that's a tremendous skill. And, Cassandra recognized that. But everyone's involved. Everyone works really hard. Cassandra is our recruiting coordinator, helps lead us. But, it's a total team effort the way we do this. And I'm very proud of the staff. We try and do our best that we can. I've been blessed with some, really, great staff members here.
Coach, as far as your current roster, current situation, do you see yourself going that deep during the Big East time, or is this you're just trying to get everybody acclimated to your system right now?
I mean, I think if you play well, we can definitely stay in that rotation of 10. I think it's hard to go outside of 10. But I think if these kids are playing well, I'm going to stay in the rotation. I mean, if they don't play well, then we have to shorten it, we'll shorten it. But, the hard part about the Big East, it's a very physical league. You only basically get, a day and a half in between each game. So we need our depth. And I think it's going to really be something that separates us from the other teams, to be honest with you. So, right now I'm committed to our rotation of 10. I don't really want to go past 10. So it's hard. We have, some other talented kids that might not get in right away, but they all have to stay ready because, it's hard to go through a full season.
Excellent, excellent. Um, so again, Big East season starts like in 2 weeks, so it's pretty crazy right now.
Yeah.
Time's
Yeah.
flying by.
Yeah. We got Butler. Then we have the schedule making this no you know, um, favors at Villanova, at Creighton before we leave. Those are going to be really hard games. They're just hard to win. But we need to win some of these games. We need to play well and just take it day by day. I know it's a cliche, but more than ever, we have nice kids that work hard, that are good basketball players. So we have to just continue that.
So is your starting five pretty much set, or is it so fluid yet as far as?
I like the five that we put out there to start the game. They all complement each other well and stuff. But like I said, we play five other kids regularly. So I think right now our rotation is if you're playing well in the game, you play longer. If you're not playing well, then it's someone else's turn that day. And the girls understand that. And I mean, they all want to play. It's a big thing. But I want them to want to play too. I mean, I can't have kids satisfied to sit on the bench, and we don't.
Any players stand out in your mind so far?
I mean, I think obviously the two captains and obviously Jordana's been incredible, but Mariana's starting to get her legs. She's only been here 6 weeks, and she's, as you can see last game, Mariana's really rebounding the ball. But They all do things. Shakayla gave us some great minutes off the bench. I think Zahara, is proven to be one of the best freshmen in the country, not just in the Big East. She gets overshadowed because obviously UConn, but I'll put Zahara against anybody. She's really good and gets better all the time. And our posts are getting better as well. Messiah is an important part of this program, and so is Cam. So we need them to continue to do well for us. And
We got a
Steph.
comment from Nick. Coach, welcome back. So, Coach, I've noticed, real quick, before we get to Savannah, and another comment about team chemistry. Oh, yeah, like we all see that. Team chemistry is phenomenal, as Nick says.
Yeah. No, Nick is right. Our chemistry's been really good. Starts with our captains, but it's a long way to go. So, we just got to play it by ear.
So I noticed, and hopefully we get her on the show soon, I noticed Jordana Codio has a pretty big following.
She does. Yeah, we'll have her on next week for sure. She had I was going to bring her on today. She had to go to the training room for some maintenance, but I will get her on as well.
So what's her before we get her on next week, what's her backstory and why she has such big following?
Oh,
from the area?
We'll talk about that when we get her on. I don't want to give away any secrets.
Gotcha. I noticed, again, I have a ritual now, right? Like before the games, I stop at Chick-fil-A on the Parkway by the Essex County exit there before I come to you guys. And last game, there was like 5 of them sitting there in the same location having dinner before the game. And all with the Codio on and their numbers and the letters. So I noticed that she's having this big following, which is pretty awesome to see.
Yeah, we'll give you that whole story when we get her on next time, and we'll try and get her on next Tuesday for sure.
Awesome.
Let me grab Savannah.
You got it, Coach. Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. How are you? All right. Again, we have Savannah Catalan, one of the 2 captains on. As we all know, voted preseason first team all Big East. So how was your trip out west?
Fun. The time change kind of got me, but it was fun. It was good hanging out with the team. We did a lot of team bonding stuff.
So yeah. So what do you guys do? What do ladies do like on the flight? And what do you guys do when you're there in between games? Is it like a team building type thing or?
While we were in San Fran after we played San Francisco, that following day we took a fire truck tour to see the Golden Gate Bridge. So that was
fire truck
really
tour.
fun. Yeah, we were on one of the old school fire trucks, and we it had the open roof.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we could just see everything. It was really cool. It was really cool.
I saw the picture. You guys were cold, right?
Yeah, especially by the bridge.
So far, you're 3 games into your season. You're averaging 10 points a game, 2 assists, 5.7 rebounds. And I also noticed of those 5.7, 3.3 are offensive. Are you at where you want to be right now after 3 games?
No, I'm not satisfied yet, but I am proud of the way how I've been efficient in all these games. I'm doing other things besides just scoring because we have scoring all around on this team. So I'm trying to find other ways to contribute. Of course, my defensive presence is always there, and one of my goals was to get my rebounding numbers up, which has been pretty consistent, like you said.
Yeah, I noticed that. And again, almost every game you're taking a shot somewhere. Are you okay? Is any
Yeah, I'm good.
And we always see them take an elbow or something. I don't know, but I know you're very aggressive. You're fantastic on the defensive side. So, what teammates of yours of the new ladies have really stood out for you the most so far?
I'll say Mariana. She's a really good addition inside her, and she can stretch out and shoot the 3 when we need it. I think she's been doing really good defending other people's posts and rebounding for us. And I really like when she sets screens for us because she's a good screener.
Excellent. And I'm thinking as the season progresses, the eyes are on yourself and Jada, but now you have Jordana and Mariana coming in, so maybe they might forget about you a little bit. You might get some open threes. Is that some part of the progression you're looking for?
Yeah, for sure. We're much harder to guard because there's so many scorers on the court at all times.
Yeah, I've noticed that, and that should be a definite positive going into the season. I mentioned this to Coach about the schedule itself. Very weird. How is it this year with this schedule? I mean, you played 1 game, you waited a week, you traveled out west, you played 1 game Thursday, and then all of a sudden another week and a half off. Is that going to help you or hurt you think, as far as the
Mm,
inconsistency in the beginning of the season?
I feel like it could be a good and bad thing. The good side is that we get to rest our bodies, of course, but I feel like there's always that risk of, like you're not playing for a whole week or two
Mm-hmm.
straight. So like that first game back, you could be like a little dusty. So like that's the risk. But as long as we just have good practices during those 2 weeks and stay healthy, then we'll be good coming back.
You're very deep, as Nick had mentioned, who also covers the team and is on our show. You know, Nick. The chemistry seems to be off the roof this year. Is that what we're seeing as well? Are you seeing it?
Yeah, it's true. We're pretty close with each other.
Now, being a team captain, how does that change this year, as far as you and the new ladies? Are you more of in the forefront of getting them acclimated to New Jersey, to the campus? Um,
Mm, I feel like I'm more of that person who's just like trying to get them acclimated to how college ball is, especially like with the new people and the new people coming into the program, just letting them know like how Seton Hall is and how like we operate, and also just trying to keep them like together because I know there's like frustrating times. There's not every day is good, so one of my main things has just been trying to keep us together.
yeah, man. Like I mentioned, the coach. Everybody on the team are from other areas. There are not any
Yeah,
Jersey girls on the team, so I guess you and Jada being, especially yourself in your junior year, you're really the I don't know, the what you would call it. But you're like the center, right? You're the one who's been there the most.
yeah. Like we went to New York during the summer, and I guess nobody knew how to take the trains. So I was like, I was the person who was like helping everybody, and like me, I wasn't too confident that we were taking the right train, but we made it back. So
But you got there, right? You got there back.
yeah, we got there.
Another question from Nick here. The ball is being moved around really well. Is that something that surprised you so far?
No, I don't think it's not surprising me at all, actually, because that's what the coaches harp on. They always harp on making an extra pass, moving the ball, seeing what's open, and always having a plan, even when you don't have the ball. So I think that's really helped.
So being a 3-point shooter like you are, do you have is there a number in your mind that you would like to stay at? I see you're shooting about 44% so far this season. Is that a good number for you? Or is that something you
Yeah, I think it's a really solid number. I mean, I know it's early in the season, but I want to stay above 35. So being in the 40 range right now is really good for me. With there being so many more scores this year, I feel like shots are going to be more distributed between a lot of people. So keeping that percentage up is really important to me.
one more question? Give us a statement, heartfelt statement to the fans on why they should come out to see your team this season in Walsh Gym.
First of all, because we play really hard, we play with heart, and you'll be able to see that from the very start of the game. And we have so many new additions that I think everybody is worth watching, especially with the returners too, of course. But we're just a really talented team, and y'all should come see.
Um, are you guys getting noticed on campus more? You've been there for a while, but is there a buzz yet about your team?
Yeah, some of my teammates have said that they'll be on campus and they'll be like, and people will ask them, "Are you on a women's basketball team?" So yeah, I think we're getting some attention.
Excellent. Well, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you Thursday courtside as I
Thank you.
cover a team as always. And thanks for your time.
Of course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, honey.
Mhm.
She's
All
the
right.
best, isn't she, Bob?
Oh, and she's like I said, she's very sociable. She has definite. I don't know what she wants to do for her. I don't know what her major is. I should ask her that. But she definitely can be in media because she has that presence and
Oh yeah.
she's comfortable in front of the camera, which you can see obviously. I mean, we had her on a lot now, and she's a joy to talk to and get to know.
Yep. So, all right, we're gonna go next. We need all our fans out this Thursday, 7 o'clock against Fordham. And if they want to come a little early, watch the men's soccer NCAA match at home versus Siena at 5 o'clock. Cheer the boys on there. They're having a great year. They made the NCAA tournament. They play at 5. Watch them win against Siena, and then come over and watch our game at
I'm planning
7.
on doing that. I know Nick's doing it.
Good.
I'll be there early on
Good.
campus on Thursday. Looking
Good.
forward to seeing both teams win. Coach, thanks
Good.
for your time as always.
Thanks. I'll see
And I
you
will see you
next
Thursday.
Tuesday. Yeah, and next Tuesday at 12 we'll do the show.
You got it, buddy.
Thank you, my friend.
See you
See you.
soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.